Hey guys, I know you can't see me, but it's more important that you see what I'm doing than see me. So I'm going to show you my version of Pampered Chef's cherry cheese coffee cake. Our family doesn't like cherry, so we adapted it with apple. I have apple pie filling. I have already mixed the filling mixture, which is 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, 1 block of cream cheese softened. I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and that's usually fine. You separate an egg, and I just use the egg yolk, reserving the white for a little bit later, and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. I've already mixed that and it's in this bowl. So we're going to start with the 2 cans of crescent rolls. The recipe calls that you, and I'm going to pop this, so if anybody gets upset, be warned, it's going to happen. The recipe calls that you put the points to the inside. I put my points to the outside. Gives you a little bit more room to put your filling, which the filling is the really good part. So give me a second. Let me get this open. Again, you're going to hear another pop. Not that I'll scare anybody, but... And I hope y'all appreciate my stovetop cover. I love it. My husband made it. My kitchen is old and the countertops are at least a foot lower than this. With my back, that makes it very difficult. So when we got the new stove, he made me a cover and it is wonderful. So I'm rolling out the crescent rolls. And again, I'm going to put the points to the outside of my stone. This is the Pampered Chef stone. I can't remember what size it is. And I don't see what it calls for, but it's the standard pizza stone. And my cover is Tupperware, but it works great. It works with my cake making and all of that. So that one I tore a little bit, so I'm going to leave it off to the side because you'll have a couple pieces left over extra to decorate with. Normally, if I'm going to make a recipe and it calls for crescent rolls to be made into a crust, I buy the crescent rolls that come in a sheet now. They haven't always done that, but it's very handy now that they do. And I'm just going to go all the way around the the stone, and leaving the points to the outside. And you're going to see how this is going to all come together in just a few minutes. This is why I say I call it the double roller. I think it's called a baker's roller. But it has 2 sides and it works great with all of your crescent roll recipes, and I have a lot of those. It's just a very handy product to use as a crust for a lot of things. Use it with my veggie pizza. Yum yum. Sometimes when I get around to the end, I have to go back and adjust them because it does call for 2 cans. And you can actually put them a little bit closer than what the spokes, as I call them, a little bit closer than what I've done. You'll see why that works better in just a minute. Do kind of leave them all pointed the same way so that the extra overlaps a little bit. Okay, I've got all of the points to the outside. Now I'm going to take the roller and I'm going to push these together, but also in to make a bigger, wider base for the filling. We'll pretty it up here in a little bit, but right now we're just getting that base in. And sometimes you want to push it back out so that you'll have plenty out this way also. And again, you could really do this with any fruit pie filling. I just bought Food Line brand pie filling. And so now that those are mashed out, I'm going to add the filling around, and I just kind of spread it around as evenly as possible. This is something that's real quick to make, and my son absolutely loves it. We all do, but him especially. Sorry, I may have blocked you out there for a second. Again, this is my first time ever doing a cooking video, so bear with me. I haven't licked my fingers yet, which is something I really have to remind myself not to do. I don't know any cook that doesn't lick their fingers as they go along. Okay, now we're going to add the apple pie filling on top. And I try to use just about the whole can. Just spreading it around as evenly as possible. Keeping it on top of the filling. You can go back and fill in wherever you need to just to get the whole can used. Okay, now I'm going to just start folding the points into the center. You'll have open spaces in between, that's fine. I kind of doctor on those two. And you can just leave them all in the center for now. We're going to cut them back out and may open that center up, but oh well, I was going to put cinnamon on the top of the apples, but I forgot. It's fine without. I was just going to do something different this time. Okay, you've got the center now. I take the round cut and seal, and I just kind of turn it until that's cut. And pull out that center. Now some of the filling has gotten mixed in with that. That's okay. I'm going to clean it up a little bit because we don't want to lose any of that filling. And then I'm going to take some of this extra dough that I had, and I just pinch it in little pieces and roll it out into long strips. You can pull it a little bit. And then I just roll it to kind of twist it and fill into these spots that have a little bit more space than some of the others. You'll see that some of them are closed and some of them have a little bit more apple showing. And you can just press it down to the board, the stone, and it'll stay in place. Just a few more and that'll be it. Okay, I'm going to take my egg white, mix it up just a little bit, and brush it over the top of the dough. And I usually try to use most of it, just to it gives it a pretty good golden glow after it's baked. Okay guys, that's it. I'm going to cut the video off now and bake this, and once it's done I'll come back on and let you have a look at how it looks. Thanks!